Mazanawana, Yellow Nation, I am back another installment, yeah, the Yellow Corner. An installment that I had no idea I would be recording when I woke up this morning on Tuesday, but here I am, Kabo, I think to five, Yeah, reacting to the latest developments at our club, I'm sure by now we all know Coach Mangoba Mniti has left the club, particularly with the club, and the club have replaced him with a former Esperance coach, Cardoso, Miguel Cardoso. So, yeah, man, I honestly didn't think I would be recording this today because I thought the club would give Coach Mangoba maybe the first three games of the CAF Champions League, but they have decided to act fast, But yeah, man, let me also thank Coach Mangoba for being a loyal servant to the club for the last 12 or so years, man. He helped us achieve a lot of things. You can never downplay that, man. Question him all we like, but you can never downplay or he played a huge role in our success, And yeah, thank you very much, Coach. Wishing you all the best of luck wherever you go. And yeah, welcome, Coach. Welcome, Coach Miguel Cardoso. Wishing you all the best at our beloved Mamelodi Sundowns. Hopefully, you will bring us lots and lots of success. Most importantly, continental success, because that's what we absolutely craving for. Man. A lot of people will say, this was long coming. The writing was on the wall. The firing of Coach Manova, and also thanks to Coach Wendell Robinson and for Floza, more so Wendell for his service at club. He's been in the club, played for the club, and worked as a goalkeeper coach. Wish him all the best in there. But yeah, some may say the writing has been on the wall. This was a long coming because of one, the style of play. Sundowns supporters take pride in how their club plays. And in a way, some will say Coach Mangoba sacrificed our style, which was more about control for more box entries, And yeah, man, it brought us a lot of goals, and it looked good when it did, and it stank when it it went sideways, He had said, the reason for this new style, because he thought it suited the CAF Champions League, and yeah, after two games in the group stages with zero maximum points, the technical team decided to take a decision, another thing, Tabaya, the loss, yeah, Kalim final, I think that was embarrassing. It embarrassed the club big time. If you remember, at that stage when we played my case, I think they were 11 or 10 years, 10 games old into the PSL, so it didn't look good for Sundowns in training, So yeah, it's those, and then there's something. I know this will get me into hot water with certain parts of the fan base, but this is my opinion. Everyone is entitled to theirs, No, I'm gonna get reactions. Yeah, give a fan about Rulani. You never accepted Coach Manova and wara wara. Fine. When do we get to a point where we start questioning the sporting director, Mr. Fleming Beck? When does it ever, or when does it become his fault? When, like the departures and stuff like that, and lack of success. He arrived in South Africa April 2022 at Sundowns. A few months later, 2022 October, Sundowns had a reshuffle where Coach Mangoba, who was 55%, and Coach Mulad was 45, he went from being that to being the assistant. Sao Paulo, they had said, senior, what nonsense names that they always come up with when they have a lot of possessions, man. And they swapped possessions, and Rulani became the head coach. Sharp. 2 years later, 2024. Oh, the reason they said they had that reshuffle, they were not happy with how we were playing. It was not convincing and stuff like that. 2 years later, the very same coach that they fired for that reason, they are firing him for the exact same reason. That's what they said in that press conference. Not convincing. Wara 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 wara. Ne? So here's now my question. If he failed, then Coach Mangoba, they deemed or it failed when he was at the helm 2022. Why did they now give him this job again, beginning of the season? Funny enough, they never even think it may issued an official statement. Why did they give it to him then again, only for them to fire him for the very same reason? When is it now the sporting director's fault or he's made the same mistake twice? And I know people will say, Coach Mangoba, some of you go back and watch the preview this season. I said I wanted no one but Coach Mangoba because I don't want, I don't like lack of stability in my team. I wanted continuity. I wanted someone the players know and someone who knows the players. That's why I said I want no one but Coach Mangoba. I said that preview season. But I'm not a decision maker at Sundowns. I can get things wrong at Sundowns. But the board of directors, the sporting director, management cannot make the same mistake twice. They can't. No, it's unacceptable. So when does it ever go back to him, the sporting director, and the management of Sundowns? I mean, look at Manchester United in the UK. For those who follow international football, we would have seen on Friday or during the weekend, Manchester United parted ways with Dan Ashworth, the sporting director of football, sporting director, one of those things. And the reason they did that, or Jim Ratcliffe, was not happy with some of the things. Apparently, the issue he wanted an English coach. He wanted, who's this former United coach here, England. Forgot his name. The guy who coached England for the longest time, and he was pro having an English coach over an international coach, but United went for a Portuguese coach in Amorim. That, and the fact that United fought to get that guy, like they fought to get him. They even paid compensation to Newcastle. I think it was £5 million, if I'm not mistaken. But after seeing this guy and the club are not on the same page, they got rid of him within 6 months. So are we going to find ourselves in a situation where if Cardoso Lena fails, we get rid of him, but certain people who make the decisions to bring or appoint coaches still stay? Are we going to do that? I'm scared at where Sundowns is going. I'm not going to lie to you. The direction that the club is going, it's taking me back to pre-Pitso Mosimane, pre-2013, the Sundowns that had a revolving door at local coaching change after coaching change after coaching change. That scares me because I do not like a lack of stability. But yeah, here we are right now. We have a new coach in Miguel Cardoso. I took some time before I recorded this. I was chatting to my guys in Tunisia. Sharing ideas. They were telling me what they think. I'm not sure if I should post some of them here on the video. Guys, I'm sure you remember Elias from Experience. I had an interview with him before we played them. Before they knocked us out in the CAF Champions League semi-final. This guy orchestrated our downfall in the Champions League, beating us home and away in the semi-final, Miguel Cardoso. And the one thing that they said, this I'll probably post, or tactically, that guy is proper, he's sound, and not a lot of teams will beat Sundowns because of how tactically sound Cardoso is. With that said, they said the issue with him could be in attack, like offensively, But they also said, with that said, maybe at Sundowns, he's more likely to succeed, like in the final third, in terms of goal scoring opportunities and stuff like that, getting goal scoring opportunities because of the quality that Sundowns has in attack, in offensive areas of the field, the quality that we have compared to what he had at Experience, because they feel he didn't have much quality attack. So at Sundowns, maybe he will finally be able to find the balance here, uh, uh, defending and attacking, because they said no, tactically he is sound. They gave me their way. No, you guys are good. Because I also mentioned about XG who it scared me when I looked at XG Sundowns against this season. Someone posted it on X during the weekend, and it scared me, about they said no, don't worry, he will definitely fix that. You will be defensively sound, So yeah, man. Looking forward to it, man. He has all my support. Now, as long as he coaches Sundowns and he has this on his chest, I will always support him. And the last coach at Sundowns that I didn't support was is he late? So I'm not sure. Henry Michel. Yeah, had issues with that coach, man. But yeah, the Coach Cardoso has my support, man. I'm gonna give him time and to see what he is all about and what he brings with and what he implements, at Sundowns, and yeah, I think we need to give him our support and back him. Surprised though, there are members of the technical team from the previous technical team that remained. Because sometimes such situations, man, you you look for a clean start, because now I don't want to in 2 months' time hear stories or no. These guys think these the guys they found Kennedy Steve are backstabbing them, and then these ones are saying no, we're not being included in what the club is. I do not want to hear that. Sundowns should have sorted. I hope they're okay with the decision of keeping the two guys and letting uh, Miguel work with these guys, because I would have thought he would have a clean to bring his own people and you don't hear these stories and stuff. I do not want to hear these stories because, yeah, man. But yeah, man, I think that's it. I think that's it. Let's see what he has in store for us and let's support him. He's our coach, and yeah, let's hope for the best, man. And yeah, wish you all the best of luck, Miguel Cardoso. I'm not sure if he will have his work permit by Sunday when we play Raja Casablanca, or I think chances are Steve will be in charge. I could be wrong. We will see. You guys will see me on Thursday when I bring you the preview of that game against Raja Casablanca. Until then, shop shop Masanda.